steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Yo. Welcome back. I need to white balance my camera. I'm orange right now. Hold on. Let me see if I can find me a white piece of paper or something. But my name's Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 5K subs. If you are new to the channel, hold on. I'm gonna try to find a white piece of paper. This is bothering me now. Yeah. All right, so what are we gonna do about this? If I go to all right, we just gonna keep it like this. We just gonna keep it like that. But it looks super orange. All right, see, now it looks better. But geez, it was bothering me at first. All right. 3 minutes in that I'm gonna have to clip out. But yeah, man, let's get into it without further ado. Let's talk about what it is and what it ain't. First thing I want to discuss today is a very special young man. They call this man an academic prodigy, Joshua Suddith. Joshua Suddith, the 13-year-old prodigy who was just accepted into Morehouse College, his dream school since the time he was 4 years old. He set this goal for himself when he was 4. Here we go. Most kids celebrate their 13th birthday with cake and balloons, but for Joshua Suddith, his milestone came with the acceptance letter from Morehouse College, his dream school. Joshua, a student at Hills Academy in Conyers, Georgia, has been a standout scholar since infancy. His mother, Chanda Suddith, describes him as a miracle from the beginning. At just 19 weeks pregnant, she underwent in utero surgery to ensure his survival. By 9 months old, Joshua was talking. By 18 months, he was reading. At age 3, he wrote his first book. Okay, I saw that on Facebook that he wrote a book at 3 years old. And I was like, what? No way. He legit wrote a book at 3 years old, bruh. He wrote a book at 3 years old. Joshua. You know what? I ain't even gonna lie to you. If I could get a hold of Joshua, I want to get Joshua on stream. And then we do this whole reading challenge thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been doing a reading challenge on the channel lately. Shout out to who was it that was that I was doing it from? Sauce KL, KLL, and stuff like that from him. I need to get if I could get Sauce with him, or if I could just get Josh with me one-on-one teaching me reading tips. You know what I'm saying? If Joshua can come on, I think that would be golden. But this man wrote a book at 3 years old, dude. Oh my gosh, bro. That's so crazy. He wrote a book at 3 years old. Like I'm not gonna glance past that. Like it's just a part of the article and just like keep reading. He wrote a book at 3 years old, dog. You know, I've been holding off writing like probably 4 books. I could think of 3 off top. I've been holding off on procrastinating or just not finishing 3 books for what? 5 years since the shutdown. 3 books I've been postponing, procrastinating on for 5 years, bro. In 3 years of living, this man wrote a book. Sometimes you just gotta throw your arms away and just let the people have it, bro. This man wrote a book. He said, "Shout out my boy Mo Bands in the building." He said he called Cap. Writing a book at 3 is crazy, bro. Like if you said reading at 3, it would still be amazing. But I've heard of kids who were reading at 3 years old. Writing a book at 3 years old is insane, dog. He said his academic journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. Joshua has skipped multiple grades, jumping from 2nd to 5th, then to 7th, and then later to 11th. At 12 years old, he has received over 20 college acceptance letters from institutions like Miles College, Shaw University, Tennessee State University, and Jackson State University. So these are all what you calls, man. All HBCUs. He is dual enrolled at Augusta Technical College, completing 27 credit hours with a 3.88 GPA. Goodness gracious, dude. Bro, what the heck? Like oh my gosh, dog. Like he skipped from 2nd to 5th. Like that's one thing to skip to 2nd to because that's multiple grades. I've heard of people skip 1 grade, maybe even 2 grades. And then they like get held back or it eventually catches up to them at the end. They want to graduate with people closer to that age. Jumping 3 grades and then 2 more. I don't know, Mo. Mo, if you still on here, bro, I don't know if that's cap, bro. Because if this man done skip 4 grades at the dang same time, bro, I think he wrote the book at 3 years old, bro. He had to write the book at 3 years old, bro. If you skip 4 grades by the age of 12 and they say you wrote a book at 3, I think he wrote a book. I want to read this book, bro. That's what I want to see. At 12 years old, he received over 20 college acceptance letters from institutions with 3.88 GPA. Despite his academic achievements, Joshua remains a regular teenager who loves basketball. However, I'm sorry. Hey man, when ball is life, bro. I'm about to look that up. Mo. I promise you, I'm about to look that up. Mo was asking what is the book about. I want to not only look up the book, I'm gonna read it on stream. I have to. He just loves basketball. However, his goals have always been ambitious. At just 4 years old, he learned about Dr. Martin Luther King, attended Morehouse College. At 15, he decided he wanted to surpass that milestone. So, okay. So MLK, you know how you went to Morehouse at 15? He said he wants to beat that. He wanted to beat that. And he did it at 13. His grit and determination are the most impressive things about him, Chanda said. He didn't let his challenges get in the way of his dream. Mo, remember, hey, for those of y'all don't know, I'm going to tell a little quick story time because we got Mo in the building in the chat. I was accepted into Morehouse in college. I tell this story all the time on the channel. But during acceptance, students say this story I don't really tell on the channel. I brought Mo as my +1, and we both on campus with I got in the Morehouse, feature Morehouse, man, t-shirts. We rolling around the city of Atlanta. We went right to the Hawks game afterwards, stuff like that. It was a cool experience, everything. They had Market Friday out there. We put on shades and like try to cover up our little acceptance student day shirts to blend in and, you know, talk to the students and stuff. Ain't nobody was buying it. We look like high schoolers. But yeah, man. He for sure gonna deal with that if he try to fit it. But hey, he got in though by 13, dude. He got in at 13. Joshua's always been passionate about historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, but Morehouse was his first choice. I know Morehouse loved this story, boy. But he got a clip on. The school I don't know if the school was doing clip-ons or if he was just rolling with clip-ons. hey Mo, I'm about to mention we was keeping it positive on this one because this is a positive story. but yeah, man, like he got the clip-on right here. I don't know if that's the school uniform with the issue on the clip-ons or if that's just him doing the clip-ons. But hey, we definitely got to get the clip-ons out of here. And I know that might seem like nitpicking because this is literally a child genius and things of that sort. He got to get the regular tie in there. You know, before you step on campus at Morehouse, we got to get the ties right. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it right by the NSO week, all that stuff. Yeah. So you become a man of Morehouse for sure. But yeah, man, Joshua's always been passionate about HBCUs, but Morehouse was his first choice. The young scholar plans to study international relations and hopes to continue his education to make a global impact. You better change the world, Joshua. He has also applied to the prestigious institutions like Harvard, MIT, Georgia Tech, Emory, Yale, and Princeton. He just did that for the heck of it. His achievements have garnered support from Morehouse alumni, the Black Man Can Incorporated, and CBCA Robert Mason. While he has already earned the merit scholarship to Hills Academy, his family is praying for additional scholarships and the full ride offers to ensure he can attend college without financial stress. Let me tell you something. When I told you, you know what I'm saying? When I told you I wanted to go to Morehouse, I got in Morehouse. Me and Mo went to the Morehouse Accepted Students Day. There's a reason I ain't go to Morehouse. And I went to this school right here. Money, 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 money. Money. 40,000 a semester. What? Oh my. Or 20,000 a semester, 40,000 a year at the time, right? Bro. I auditioned for the band and everything. The band offered me a grant. I got some money here. I got some money there. It was not enough. It's not enough. It was not enough, bro. But yes, here we go. His father, Joshua Suddith, said, "As my namesake, Joshua continues to make me proud. I pray he always keeps God first." Joshua plans to defer his enrollment for 1 year to complete high school and then commute to Morehouse. Dang, his journey. So he's staying at home. Good. A 13-year-old does not need to be on a college campus. 13-year-old does not need to be on a college campus. His journey is far from over, but his resilience and ambition, the future looks bright for this young scholar. I want to interview him for sure. I need to find his parents on Facebook and bring him on the channel for sure. That has to happen. But goodness gracious, dude, I have to hold on. I want to see if I can find an interview to see him talking, and then if I can't, then we're just gonna go with looking up this book. Because this book, man, what in the world? All right, I don't see anything right now. Off top, I'm not going to look for it too much. I'll just try to get him on the channel. But Joshua, dude, hold on. Book. What's the name of the book? He wrote a children's book. The Explorer Brothers. Bruh, nah, bruh. Hey, nah, I found the book, Mo. Hey, I found the book. Hey, I found the book, The Brothers Explorers. I gotta read this. It's a children's book written by a 3-year-old author detailing the fishing adventure of two. I gotta read this, bro. They got it right here. 2016 is not cap. It's real. It's real. It'll be funny if you do an interview on like what's Hound. Yo, this is a real book, bro. 2016, 3 years old. 2016, that was how many years? 9 years ago. So he's 13 now. So that lines up. Jeez Louise, bro. He really got a book. I have to read this. Can I read this in here? It's $12. They probably want me to support and things of that sort. And I'm a support for sure. However, I do want to see if I could read it. Is it on Google Books? They got it? Export citation. I don't want a citation. I want to see if I could read it. No ebook available. So I think you got to actually like get it. Oh, it did some federal stuff. Shout out to Google. I want to read this book, man. Let me see. Books. No preview. They say there's no previews on these. Sorry, chat. No previews on this one. I wanna read this. This is a 3-year-old book. Y'all ever read a book written by a 3-year-old? I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I'm gonna get this book. I'm gonna order this book. I'm pick it up when I'm back in Atlanta. I don't know, and I'm gonna read it on live. Have to. But salute to Joshua Suddith once again. Man, what a genius. What a story. 13 years old. Set a goal to go to Morehouse when he was 4 years old and wanted to get in, beat Martin Luther King Jr. by who got in at 15. He wanted to beat that, and he beat it by getting in at 13, bro. That's sensational. Y'all give it up for Joshua. Yes, sir. W Joshua. Okay, next story. What are we gonna do next? Am I gonna do what is this? Okay. I'll do you know what? Let's just get into it, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. Let's just get into it. We're gonna get to the nitty-gritty, the reason why we all here. No, first, I'm gonna make a pit stop. We're gonna ease into it and talk about today. So today was the best day of Good Hoops. And as you see, I went from 2 millionth in the nation to now in the top million, boy. Let's go. 73%. I'm moving on up. I'm loving the tournament. The games are exciting. The round of 32 has not disappointed day one. The South Carolina-Indiana game was a good game. As you can see, I was detangling my hair that entire game, but I was peeping. It was 6-point game, 8-point game, 9-point game. It was a close game. You see, the final score was 11 points, but it was pretty much single digits throughout the wire to wire. And South Carolina was even trailing by a point at one point. Man, Ole Miss gets it done. Yes, sir. I called it. Hey! I was watching. I was like, I ain't picking against Coach Yo, did I? I ain't picking against Coach Yo. I ain't picking against Kennedy Todd Williams and Maddie Scott, did I? And I said, that's what I said in the thing, boy. Hey, after my bracket, my bracket looking horrible in around the 64 and things of that sort. Man, look, that round of 32, I was like, yeah, it's what I know. And it's exactly what I'm talking about, man. I said when I was picking out the bracket, when it came to Baylor versus Ole Miss just had too much experience, bro. Kennedy Todd Williams, Maddie Scott, KK Deans, or you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me make sure. Now. Yeah. KK Deans, everybody like that. Like they just got too much experience over there in Ole Miss with Coach Yo. I remember they won on a road at Stanford one year, everything like that. Ended Haley Jones's college career, I believe. And it was an upset. They was coming fresh off of winning the championship. You know what I'm saying? Like Ole Miss just has some grit to them. And they've been through the ringer. They have players that transferred in. They have players that have had good careers over there, like Maddie Scott, a legendary Ole Miss player. When she goes to the league, like she gonna be a legendary person in Oxford. And every time she goes back, she should get standing ovations, and they should retire her jersey because that's kind of like the first player for Coach Yo that's like really, really Mississippi for real. And I remember her in high school. Goodness gracious, But yeah, man. Salute to Ole Miss for that win. Big win. LSU and Florida State, as I picked, tomorrow night is going to be a good one. Tonight, Latson. This will be the real test of LSU to see like where they stand right now. Blowout game against San Diego State. Flage and Anissa Morrow didn't have to play that much. I think Anissa Morrow played with a leg sleeve. Flage took her little sleeve and things off her leg. So it looks like she's really bouncing and kind of getting into it again. Flage's got it going on. And man, I don't know. They seem like they have their confidence and everything. And they're really playing up to the level that everybody was kind of expecting them to play up to before all of the injuries. So it'll be interesting to see just what is that version of LSU will get this tournament. If it's the LSU that we've seen for most of the season when they were healthy, Sheesh. It's some people that got them going to the Final Four. Or hold on. Sweet 16, Elite 8. There's some people that got them going to the Elite 8. You know what I'm saying? You got them going to the Final Four and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? So I could see it because if they're healthy and you got a team like you had last year, what did they do? They passed UCLA in the Elite 8. And I could see the same thing happening this year. It's a big difference when you don't have an Angel Reese to go up and bang against Lauren Betts. I think that's where it's like, you look at the depth at the 5 position, but we'll get there when we get there. As of right now, you got Tanaya Latson and then the big that they have down there as well. That's one of the all ACC players. So they got a little 2 tandem. I know a reporter said they got a big 3 themselves. They do not have a big 3. LSU has a big 3. Florida State does not have a big 3. They have Tanaya Latson with the help of. That's what it is. And all due respect to Florida State. But I think this is definitely going to be a good game. LSU ultimately wins, but it's going to be a good game. Michigan State and NC State. I picked NC State over Harvard. So I hope NC State wins for the sake of that. Here we go. USC and Mississippi State. I picked against Mississippi State. And the coach was letting them have it. LaChana Robinson, my best friend. Oh, I picked against you, picked against me. All that. You're no longer my favorite country artist. I forgot who he said. I think it was like someone, and he was like, "Is now Keith Urban or someone like that." But yeah, Mississippi State versus USC. I still got USC, bro. This one, bro. Oh my goodness. I picked against Kansas State because why did I pick against Kansas? I thought Ayoka Lee was hurt because Ayoka Lee hasn't played in like a month, right? She didn't play the conference tournament, but she came back for the NCAA tournament. And when I saw that, I was like, I wish I would have did like another Google search to at least be like return for the NCAA tournament because you know someone locally wrote that. And but nah, it was a good game though. Great game. Shout out to Kansas State. Great game on a win. On a great win on the road. Salute to Georgia A. Moore for an amazing college career. And yeah, best of luck in the W. Iowa and Oklahoma. We'll get to that later. But dang, I picked Oklahoma. Okay, we'll see what happens. South Dakota State, UConn. As you guys know, I respect South Dakota State a bunch. That's why I picked them to win in the first round. But UConn's on the mission. I think they'll run through the entire competition and stuff like that. Okay, TCU and Louisville. Okay, Haley Van Lith went against our old team. This was like one of the few blowouts this entire time. So yeah. It's looking like Notre Dame's gonna run with this one tonight as well. That's why I started recording. But yeah, TCU got it done. Sedona Prince was dancing. Nobody cared. Haley Van Lith danced. Everybody like hugged and huddled around her. Notre Dame, it looks like they're going to win this game against Michigan. I'm safe there. Tennessee over Ohio State. I got that right, of course. Just kidding. Texas and Illinois. I expect Texas to win. I hope they don't fall asleep at the wheel tomorrow. Duke, I got this one right. Even though, like, watching the game, I was rooting for Oregon just because Deja Kelly was killing in Duke. In Durham, and you know it's kind of like the entire facts Haley Van Lith stock going up, you know, HVL to the top. What are we talking about? But yes, just because it was that entire she's forever hating Duke thing, you know what I'm saying, as a UNC great and stuff like that. I wanted to see Deja Kelly come out on top. And the big 8, bro, I ain't gonna lie, the big 8 for Oregon, she had a sensational second half. It's like Deja Kelly really did her thing in the third quarter, and then in the late third quarter, in the early fourth quarter, it was the big. And they were just playing the 2-man game, her and Deja Kelly, and it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, man. And then they took out the big too. With like 2 minutes left, which I didn't get. I was like, did she foul out? She didn't even foul out. They just took her out the game. I didn't understand that decision. But hey, it is what it is. And Duke ended up winning. Shout out to Duke. They did it without Toby Fournier. So, you know, They looking good. These folks looking good. You know what I mean? So you got UNC in West Virginia. That's tomorrow. I literally have no idea about either one of these teams except for JJ Quinterly in West Virginia, but I picked North Carolina because they were seeded higher. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Alabama, I'm just very high on Alabama, and I thought they were gonna be facing Norfolk State. So I was like, they just have more size than Norfolk, but since they're facing Maryland instead, I still got Alabama over them. Alabama's got a really good team. Shout out to Zay Green. Shout out to the other player too. Hold on, the girl that had she had 23 in the last game. I want to shout her out. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see. Yeah, Aaliyah Nye. Aaliyah Nye had 23 last game and stuff like that. So they for sure. They got a very solid team. They still got Sarah Ashley Barker too. You know what I mean? Still got Sarah Ashley Barker. Zay Green had 22 herself and 22 and 5. So Alabama's got a good team. And they're another team of vets, you know, the same way that I was talking about Ole Miss earlier with them winning and having an advantage in the tournament over other teams, having that experience. That experience is very, very crucial, bro. And it makes a difference in different rounds where games can kind of be toss-ups and stuff like that. So shout out to Alabama. But yeah, I got them going to the Sweet 16 against South Carolina, who just locked it in against Indiana. As I mentioned, that was a good game. So that's the safe, easing soft launch into, I think, what is the bomb tonight. And the thing that I think is, here we go. You ready? All right, we're getting into it. Everybody buckle up. Everybody say hello, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it tonight. So my good friend Chris Williamson sent me the Fox Sports top 10 all-time women's college basketball players of all time list. Now, we already talked last week. We spoke last week about ESPN's top 5 list of all time and bumping out Caitlin Clark in favor of, I think it might have been like Candace Parker or something. Like I don't even necessarily remember. But that was a big discussion. So Fox Sports comes after ESPN's list that was top 5 with the top 10 list. And the top 10 list has Caitlin Clark at number 2. Now, I think it's important. I didn't even realize this as I was getting prepared to speak about this, right? I didn't even realize this until just now. Hold on. I didn't even realize this until just now. But reading that out loud, just saying that out loud, what I just told you guys, oh my goodness, hold on. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense now. Here we go. Where we at? I know it's, man, hold on. I got to get this now. Because y'all done got me. Y'all got me now. I ain't even going to hold you. Y'all got me now. Where we at? No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'll pull it up when I find it. But it just hit me. Y'all ready? All right, we're gonna get into it like this. Boom. It makes sense to me now. See, I had this whole elaborate thing that I wanted to say and everything. It makes sense to me. I understand it now. I get it. I get it now, because at first I was like, oh, what is that? And then I said it out loud. I said, ESPN put out a list and we talked about it. And then Fox Sports put out a list to go. I said, Fox Sports. Let's read what this says. Iowa versus Ohio State college basketball game featuring Women's Basketball National Basketball Association draft prospect Caitlin Clark pulled in more than 4 million viewers on Fox Sports. Confirmed. Average viewership was 3.39 million and peaked at 4.42 million on Fox. Game was the most watched women's college basketball game in Fox Sports history. Fox was begging Caitlin Clark to stay at Iowa. I don't know if you guys remember that. Maybe I'm just remembering things wrong. But this wasn't that long ago. This was last spring when this was going on. Fox offer. I remember this. They like offered her money to stay in you know what I'm saying? To stay in college. Here we go. There it is. From the New York Post. I knew I wasn't tripping. A year ago. This was a whole thing. Fox considered the NIL package to keep Caitlin Clark at Iowa because Fox had a deal to broadcast Iowa women's basketball. So it was like Caitlin Clark was bringing in like record amount of viewership and everything like that, and they wanted to keep her there. Fox is in love with Caitlin Clark, so they're going to do anything to protect the Caitlin Clark brand because what they might be vying for behind the scenes with the Indiana Fever with the WNBA. Let us get a game. Let us get Caitlin Clark. We miss Caitlin over here at Fox Sports. It all makes sense now. I didn't get it. I'm not even going to lie to you. At first, I had a whole basketball thing and stuff. And I might just say it anyway since I already started. But at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is about where the money is. Where the money reside, where the money reside. And this is why this happened. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. Caitlin Clark bought in a lot of ratings and a lot of money into the Fox Sports Network. So they ranked her second after ESPN ranked her not even in the top 5 all time. And it became a huge deal that ESPN left Caitlin Clark out of the top 5. And it was Ari Chambers that did it. Shout out Ari Chambers. Happy belated Ari Chambers. The WNBA is so important. She did it right. And I uploaded an old clip of Ari saying why she started the WNBA is so important catchphrase, right? And it got a thumbs down. And I was like, dang, how can anybody hate Ari? And it hit me. Ari's the one that said that Caitlin Clark shouldn't be number 5. She's going to bump her out to 5. And then the comments in that video was even crazier. You say something bad about Caitlin Clark on YouTube or the internet, you gonna hear something crazy. So one of the comments said, check this out, Mocha, if you're still here, right? One of the comments say, ESPN is basically just an extension of BET at this point. Which brings me to Holly Rowe. Holly Rowe go to the games at LA and South Los Angeles, whatever, to the USC game and say, man, the community that come to support her, it reminded me of the BET Awards. What? Huh? And Holly might even get the benefit of the doubt for saying that because Mark Jones said the same thing when he stole the joke from Twitter, when he said it at the Colorado football games when Master P, Lil Wayne, and Offset were on the sidelines. I get it, right? But it was like, Jason Sudeikis also goes to USC games because I had this crazy because I was talking to one of my white friends and he was like, well, just a question, like, what white celebrities have gone to Juju's games? And I was like, Jason Sudeikis has probably been to one, and sure enough, he has been. Sue Bird has probably been to USC. I don't know because they be in New York and USC be out west or now Midwest because they in the Big 10, Big 12, whatever conference they in, whatever goofy conference they in now. But yeah, man, that's crazy. It's crazy. It all makes sense now. Fox Sports loves Caitlin Clark, so they'll do anything to protect and promote the Caitlin Clark agenda. Now, back to this, right? Why certain people might have a problem with Caitlin Clark being number 2. And let me say this. I love Caitlin Clark. Y'all know I've been reacting to Caitlin since freshman year. This ain't none. So before you call me a racist or a monkey or whatever you want to call me, Caitlin Clark fans, do your research. Do the math. Do the homework. I got a whole 30-minute video talking about the first time I reacted to Caitlin Clark all the way to the first time I covered her in a game in person. So I don't want to hear nothing about I'm a Caitlin Clark hater. These is just a reason. These are just reasons why some people might see Caitlin Clark at number 2 and say, no, you shouldn't do that. Because it sounds harsh. It sounds harsh on the surface. And you're like, dang, she did, all-time leading scorer, you know what I'm saying, in D1 history, you know what I'm saying, surpassed Lynette Woodard, didn't pass Pearl Moore, but, Pearl Moore didn't play all full-time, you know what I'm saying, D1 type basketball. Everything like that, different eras as well. So I would say, okay, cool. But the biggest thing in women's basketball has always been championships, especially on a collegiate level. And right, here's my question for you, right? Because look at this, honorable mentions, which is crazy. They got Cheryl Swoops as an honorable mention. Cheryl Swoops scored 47 points in the championship game, won the championship, and ain't even on the list. That's insane to me. I'm not even going to hold you. All right. So beyond that, right, let's get back to it. The thing I'm looking at is, why isn't Paige Beckers considered an honorable mention? Better question. Why does nobody have a problem with Paige Beckers not even being an honorable mention for the all-time women's basketball player list? She's one of the more efficient, if not the most efficient, in high Division I level basketball ever, right? Of all time, at least in the past 20 plus years. It's Paige Beckers, most efficient freshman of the year, not even freshman of the year. Naismith National Basketball Player of the Year as a freshman, led UConn to a final, led UConn to a couple Final Fours, and she did it halfway hurt half of the time, right? Why is Paige Beckers not even in this conversation? Think it's pretty obvious. We all know why. I'll say the quiet part out loud. It's because Paige Beckers hasn't won the big one yet. And Paige understands that. Paige won't even be like, dang, I should be top 10. I should be, because Paige ain't even won a championship herself. That's just the standard. And now you might say, okay, because I hear this argument all the time. Well, Caitlin had to build a program from the ground up. She had to, they had to get it out the mud at her program, this and that. So I show you this. Okay, let's do it. Let's talk. Let's do what we're doing, right? All right. So in the Megan Gustafson era, they went to the NCAA tournament twice and went to the Elite Eight once. So they went to the Elite Eight 2018, 2019, 2017, 2018. They went to the first round. They made it back-to-back years. A couple years before that, 2014, 2015. Hold on. Let me make sure I got Megan Gustafson's years right. Hold on. Before we continue, because I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, it was. Because also this was the year when they went to the Elite Eight. This was the year she was the Naismith National Basketball Player of the Year. This is already an established program. Is the point I'm getting to. You see, the late 2000s through the mid 2010s, they made the tournament every single year that year. This is an established program. This is not some random program that Caitlin. I know Caitlin picked the program over larger name programs as a 5-star coming out of high school because, and she flipped from Notre Dame because she wanted to represent for her home state. I get it. Beautiful story, loyalties, just like Trae Young staying at Oklahoma. At the end of the day, Trae Young still went to Oklahoma. Like, he still went to a major D1 type of school in a Power 5, back then, Power 5 conference. Caitlin Clark still went to a major school in a Power 5, Power 4 conference in the Big Ten. That was already established, already had its players. It's not even like on some like Iowa ain't had nothing for 20 years. Because even then, on a team she was coming in with, right? Okay, here we go. McKenna Warnock was a 4-star coming out of high school. McKenna Warnock was a 4-star coming out of high school. You had hold on. Give me a second here. Let me get right. Yeah, Monica Shinano, right? Who was already an all Big Ten type player voted by the media, was already one of the ones around the Big Ten, one of the better players in the conference before Caitlin Clark got there. And then when she got there, she shared the backcourt with Kate Martin, a fellow WNBA player. So in her time at Iowa, Caitlin Clark played with two fellow WNBA draft picks, and she went to a program that was already making the tournament before she got there. And hold on. They were already making the tournament before she got there. They already had a national player of the year just a couple of years before Caitlin Clark got there, right? I say all this to say it was an established program, and she wasn't just playing with a bunch of nobodies. A lot of these conversations, when you guys say Caitlin had no help, Caitlin had no this, Caitlin had no that, it's a disservice and kind of disrespect, to be transparent, to keep it blank, to her teammates. And you know what I'm saying? Like, beyond of what she came in with and who she was playing with at the time and what they're doing now, let's look at where the program is right now. Post Caitlin. Should we go back to it? They are preparing to play in where we at with it. Hold on. Let me zoom out. Let me get right. They're preparing to play in the second round tomorrow against Oklahoma for a chance to go back to the Sweet 16. So it's like, when you guys say Caitlin had no help, she built a program from nothing with her bare hands by herself, it's like, that's just not true. That's not true. And you guys have to be real with yourselves here. Caitlin did a lot, and Caitlin brought the team further than the team has ever gone, the program has ever gone, which is the national championship game, 100%. She brought them there both years of her final years of her college career. Still, when we talking about this list, when we talking about she won all 4 years, when we talk about she won 3 in a row, when we talk about she won 2, when we talk about she got one, she won 3 in a row, she won. You talk about building a program from off the ground. Who was at South Carolina as a women's basketball player before Asia Wilson got there? And this is all due respect to Tiffany Mitchell. Salute to Tiffany Mitchell, man. Shout out, respect. Ain't nothing but respect for my president and my vets and the ones that came before me. But let's be for real, bro. Who was at South Carolina before Asia Wilson? Asia Wilson, you talk about building a program up from the ground up. And who did she have to beat to win the championship? Hold on. Here we go. Let's do the math. Let's do the math now. Okay, hold on. She beat Mississippi State. And this was the year Mississippi State. Was this the year Mississippi State beat UConn at the buzzer? I think it was, right? But that Mississippi State team has some folks. Hold on, where can I get a box score? I hate when they don't be having box scores for the championship game. Like, why would you not have a box score for the championship game? Anyways, this team had Tierra McCowan, Victoria Vivens, Morgan Williams, all big players and stuff like that. And some good players coming off the bench too as well. You know what I'm saying? But really, that was the two kind of big three right there. Tierra McCowan, Victoria Vivens, and Morgan Williams. So yeah, man. You have to go through the bigs, bro. You have to go through the bigs. You have to earn your stripes. You have to do what you have to do, bro. You have to go against the tough teams. You have to win the championship, bro. Like, Asia Wilson built a program, took a program to where it's never gone before, and she finished the deal. Now, I ain't even going to hold you. Morgan Williams hitting that last ticket, you know what I'm saying? Miracle shot over UConn. That helped Asia Wilson a lot get that title. I ain't going to lie to you. That helped her a lot to get that chip. I'm going to keep it a bean. At the same time, and shout out to Amisha Williams Holiday, by the way, a WNBA draft pick. First one in HBCU history in 20 years when she was taken from Jackson State. Shout out to Coach Tamika Reed as well. I believe she's at the University of Charlotte now, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, she still won. Like, she still won, bro. You know, it is what it is. Like, she still won, bro. So it's just like, dog. I don't know. I don't even know what to really tell y'all. It's like Caitlyn, you gotta win one. You gotta win one. You have to win one to be considered. Like for me, I don't have a problem with Caitlyn Clark being number 10 on this list. I have no problem with her being in the top 10. Period. All I'm saying is the point I'm making is I can understand why some people would say Caitlyn being number 2 is OD. I get why someone would say that. I understand it because when you look at the resumes of these other women, it's just crazy. Like, and then for me, I feel like Sabrina Ionescu is more of a better comparison for Caitlin Clark. And Ionescu was playing with a super team at Oregon. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's a better comparison. And you might be like, Ionescu, dude, she not even close. Bro, Sabrina Ionescu, bro, at Oregon was like that. It's a reason why she was darn near best friends and the auntie to Gigi and Vanessa and you know what I'm saying? The whole Bryant family. It's a reason why she was one of the Mambas, right? The white Mamba, yellow Mamba, all those things and stuff like that. Sabrina Ionescu, she had the nationwide record for triple doubles the same way that Caitlin Clark beat the scoring record and everything like that in her career. So it's just like Sabrina Ionescu, I feel like is a good kind of comparison or like level of where you will put a Caitlin Clark because Sabrina Ionescu also brought a lot of fans to the game. She had it popping and had her, saying Sports Center leading the stories and stuff like that. Kelsey Plum was bringing a lot of the headlines, but I don't know if she was bringing a lot of the same fanfare that Sabrina Ionescu was. Sabrina Ionescu was bringing that fanfare, that good traveling crowds, Kobe Bryant celebrities at her games and stuff like that. Same way that Caitlin Clark did it. I feel like Caitlin Clark just did it at a different level because of. All right, I'll do it like this. Sabrina Ionescu was doing it at Oregon the same time that Paige was in high school. So it was like Paige was getting a lot of high school hype, and I think a lot of people's eyes and like minds were open to like women's basketball being entertainment and stuff from Sabrina. So being minds open and stuff, they watching Paige's mixtape, and Paige's mixtape, she going behind the back, no look passes, moving like Pistol Pete Maravich out there and stuff like as a white girl. And people's like, oh, this is crazy. I ain't never seen that like this, right? So she going crazy and going viral on Slam, Overtime, everybody like that, right? So the fanfare that Paige brought to college had all eyes on Paige. And then people was like, yo, Caitlin Clark also hooping. They said, Caitlin Clark, who that? Watching her in Iowa, everybody start falling in love with her. Paige gets hurt. Caitlin Clark takes the shine and, don't look back with it. And by the time of her senior year, it's packed out. What you see, Rockstar, Travis Scott, State Farm man, Maya Moore at the games, everybody like that. And Caitlin Clark becomes the Caitlin Clark we know now. So I say all of this to say, yeah, Sabrina Ionescu, I think it's a good kind of comparison for Caitlin Clark of like where she kind of ranks all time. Kelsey Plum, her being the first name here is respectful. Deldon was stupid, boy. Delaware. Deldon was stupid, bro. Cheryl Swoops, like I said, she scored 47 in the national championship game and won. Like, what more do you have to do to get on a list like this? Salute to Lynette Woodard, bro. But I don't know about Lynette Woodard in the top 10, bro. I'm dropping Lynette Woodard for one of these players. I'm dropping her for Kelsey Plum, Cheryl Swoops, or Sabrina Ionescu. Me personally. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Lynette Woodard. Because Lynette probably played in a time where there wasn't a three-point line. So, you also have to keep that in mind. Pearl Moore did the same. She played in a time where it wasn't a three-point line. So, yeah, that's where I'm going for sure. Hold on. Let me see how many titles Cheryl Miller got. Championships. She has 2. So, here we go. 4, 0, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. How many does Lynette Woodard have one? Because if Woodard got one, I don't know. I might have to keep her in the top 10. I ain't gonna hold you. Hold on, let me see. But I don't think Kansas has one. World champion. I don't see no. Oh, 3 straight Big 8 championships. We don't do conference titles. She ain't got no national. She ain't got no natties. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Lynette Witter gonna have to go, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. Respect your elders, but Lynette Witter, you gonna have to go, my baby. So how I'm doing this, I'm dropping Lynette Witter. I'm adding Cheryl Soups to the list. Sorry, Kelsey Plum. Sorry, Sabrina Nescu. Sorry, Del Don. Sorry, Tamika Catchings. Sorry, Rebecca Lobo, right? Sorry, Sue Bird. Like, that's crazy. Sue Bird not even mentioning these things. I'm going to go Stewie number 1. Me personally, I want to put Maya 2, to be honest. But I'll probably put you can go DT number 2 for real, for real. I ain't even gonna hold you. I might go. Let me see it. Cause I said Britt got 1, but Britt might have 2. Because if Kim Mulkey has 4, Britt might have 2. No, she just has 1. Okay. I thought so. I'm old enough to remember that in real time. I'm gonna go Stewie 1, of course. How are we gonna do this? Want to go Maya more? I honestly want to go Maya, but DT's resume is too crazy. I might have to go DT number 2. I'm gonna have to go Shamika number 3, Cheryl number 4, Cheryl Swoops number 5, Maya Moore number 6, Candace Parker number 7, Brittany Griner number 8, Asia Wilson number 9, and who I didn't say? Oh, Caitlin. Okay. We could put Caitlin 10. I could rock with that. I could rock with that list. So that's my list. And that was the main thing, the big thing I wanted to talk about tonight. Yeah, man. So I got Caitlin in the top 10. But yeah, I see why people will have a problem with her being number 2. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah. It was this silly thing that I could react to real quick. It's like 20 seconds. Bambi from Drewski's Love Show said that she cut Drewski off after winning her $50,000 because she thought that he was going to cheat on her.
Yeah, I cut that nigga loose out.
Oh, hold on. Let me unmute my laptop.
Yeah, I cut that nigga loose out. That nigga was cheating on me anyways. Come to find out that nigga was cheating anyways, y'all. Oh, yeah, her pink thing on her arm just scared the shit out of me. I thought it was a roach crawling on my motherfucking back. Yeah, baby deserved that shit.
You definitely did.
Yeah, I worked my ass out. Blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I cut that nigga.
Dang, let me see if I can see a full live. Yeah, that's it. We probably about to get out of here for real. So Illuminati's uploading again. Uploading a little more. But in the span of a week, she done said she pregnant with Drewski child, and now saying that she's cut Drewski, don't even talk to Drewski. Which one is it? I don't even think I got the capacity to react to this, to be honest. All right, man. You guys have a great night, man. We're going to get out of here after about 50 minutes or whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Rashad Milligan. As always, this is the road to 5K subs. Thank you so much. Have a great week. All that stuff. Peace. Read so you could be like Joshua Suddith, man. Hey, everybody be like Joshua.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.